Fun. I just wanted to do a nice intro because that's the actual feeling I get when I see YouTube videos with these exact titles. It's only clickbait. I wanted to do it once as well. I'm not going to do it in the future, but it was fun. You have to smile. Market is boring. Today, we're going to analyze Bitcoin again. We're going to do the exact same for a few coins I've not been doing too much recently, which are XRP, EOS and ATOM, in which they all show structures that are pretty decent and close to a big climax, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, every title is right now extreme clickbait worthy, so it seems to be that I have to do the same to get a large community. As basically 90% literally has no clue what they are saying. And usually you can just tell from experience that 90% of these accounts don't really trade. They just make Picasso paintings and analyze from there. So, what do we see on Bitcoin? Still heavy debates on social media regarding bull bears, which is okay. But I just don't see a heavy bearish case at this point. If we just... the problem you get is that there's still that wick that makes people bearish. But if you look at the 2-day and you erase the liquidity tab, which is just a one-way fake out, the structure is still fine. So what you really want to see is that we hold above 99193 still, and we can just continue grinding. We have been doing it in the previous past. We have seen these scenarios in which we took the liquidity above, came down, started to rally it to the upside, and then we started to moon. So we can do this grind for a few weeks, and at some point the trigger starts with the altcoins that are going to move, as in this period, altcoins moved heavily as well, unless this whole massive move occurs. I doubt we'll see the same. But I assume that once Bitcoin starts to make some movements, the rest will just follow, especially given that the structure on these majors are pretty decent on the USDT value. On the USDT chart, sorry. So I'm still looking for a long here. Currently this range is basically no trade zone. You should either be in a trade or wait until there's a trade, in which this is a trigger. Drop down bearish retest is a trigger, in which I'm assuming we're going to test these 100-day, 200-day MA zone. Most likely even get towards like 7.4, as I suspect that once we drop below 9193, I doubt we are going to get that bearish retest, but I assume we're just going to skip this level and fall all the way through towards 7.6 and overshoot to 7.3. Basically, on the opposite, I've got the same scenario in which if we break to the upside, it's likely that we're just going to overshoot, which you generally see with these heavy breakouts. You just get a wick and then consolidate, in which I expect a high volume breakout towards 12k, after which we consolidate. Like the whole next range above this. The point is that this is a pretty heavy resistance zone still. We've taken the liquidity above this high, in which the liquidity is currently above this high, and the same over here. In which after we break through, I assume we're going to see that heavy move as we break through the liquidity. Many shorts get destroyed. People trade a breakout. So yeah, that's going to be a heavy move in which alt BTC pairs will probably see some pain. And then I'm targeting 12k. So we can keep on grinding for a little while over here. And yeah, that's basically the scenario in which a flip of 10k or 10.5, if we get an opportunity, is a new long entry. But mostly the trigger is around here. And actually you should already be in a trade right now. If you're not, then I guess some altcoins are showing better perspectives than the Bitcoin chart. Total, still same figure. Consolidating here. I've been saying in the previous videos that I really want to see that higher high here. And liquidity tap above the range resistance, which is 325 to 370 billion. In this zone you want to become, and preferably you would want to see already towards 425 after we correct. And then you get a similar structure as we have seen over here, just constant new higher lows, higher highs. In which breaking this all-time high from here started to make this chart go ham, obviously. But it can take some serious time before we get there. So the actual faster pace will probably occur in 2023, 2024, 2025 or something like that. I still assume we have got a longer way to go until we get to the peak of the next cycle. And then the cycle after will take longer, etc, etc. So yeah, the green zone on total market cap has to hold around 250. Total 2. Similar figure, looking better actually. Consolidating here, best entry around 83. Break it to the upside towards 115 and we can see continuation towards 135. Which is a substantial rally on the altcoins. And then when we are speaking about altcoins, we can see some of these charts in which ATOM is doing the best. I don't know if this one is providing more data. No, it's not. But it's a okay, clean chart in which we can just analyze. Stuck in between the 100-day and 200-day MA, in which we broke through. Right now, you clearly don't want to see it break below this range. If we hold this OB here and the old support, we can see continuation in which the next target zone is 390. Basically, this area between 380 to 390, that's your next target zone. So ATOM is looking very well. As we can see, we are making higher lows and there's a clear trend going on and you want to see the same occur here. Might as well have been there already, as you can see with the wick, and now consolidating. Break above 390, 370 and then a retrace towards 330 should be fine, as then the next rally should likely take us towards 535, in which Cosmos BTC has got a similar structure, now fighting the 100-day MA, as you can see. Similar phase or similar structure you are seeing on the BTC pair. You don't want to see it to lose this area here, preferably hold above 3k. If we hold and we break through the 100-day MA, you could assume we see a rally towards the next resistance zone, which is around 39, and that would be a significant TP. If that holds, we might even see a rally towards 4140. So that's the next range. So yeah, Cosmos is looking quite well. And if we reverse here and get a nice accumulation range or bottom structure, the breaker above this range high. So in this case, you want to see a move like this. Then we, after this period, the next breaker will probably take us towards the range high and might even take us towards the next level. Then we got the XRP heavily lagging, but if XLM is going to move, and I assume that one is, as we have been stating, we are still waiting. I assume Ripple to do the same. Structure is still intact, gray zone held, nice support resistance flips. Right now you don't want to see it lose the 100 day, so this area here is an entry zone. If we consolidate here and start to tap, I assume the next step of this resistance zone, we might get the same actually. And then we break through, in which 28 to 35 are the next target zones for this one. XRP BTC looks like completely destroyed and looks really bad. So that's the whole issue over here. The USDT chart looks okay, but the BTC chart is looking absolutely bad, worse than ever. Reclaim this zone would be a trigger, as when we reclaim the support, it can overshoot towards the next level. And then this is deviation. Same occurs here on smaller time frames. If we reclaim and get an higher low here, we can assume that we're going to test this range. So right now there's no entry here. But if we get such a momentum, then the move could be expected, and then this breaker would be meaning that we're continuing to the upside. Similar figure on EOS, also looking quite bad. This can become deviation if we reclaim this level, and once we reclaim this level, flip support, you could get the same as with Wabi or with Nano. You can overshoot towards the range high, and then you can get the exact same figure as the USDT chart, in which we see a clear trend to the upside. Preferably hold above here, which is 250, 260. If we do the next rally, I'm going to assume we run towards 385 to $4. And as you can see, the February high is still remain to be tested as we have taken the low. I assume we're going to test here before we are going to correct some more in Q4. Alright, did you enjoy this video? Please like, subscribe, reply. And I'll be back tomorrow with a new market review.